CMattDye here, and I wanted to bring to you a mint that I'm super excited about, and that is the Claynation land mint. Now there are three different types of land. One of them is going to be special. So you have Sonic Village, which is land that Claynation members can mint. Underworld are land that Good Charlotte can mint. And these are one of one mint. So if you own one Clay, one Sonic Village, one Good Charlotte, one Underworld. And then you have bakednation. Bakednation I'm super excited about because it's a collaboration with Snoop Dogg and Champ Medici, which is Snoop's son if you live under a rock. I'm super excited about because you're going to get a lot of benefits. Snoop Dogg, as we know, owns Death Row Records, which was huge, and it still is huge. It was huge when I was a kid, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager. Now it's still big, but you had people on there like Tupac, Snoop Dogg, a lot of great artists. And with bakednation, you're going to get a piece of land that gives you the ability to join bakednation and get these benefits, which are going to be some unreleased tracks from Snoop Dogg. I'm thinking Champ Medici. Maybe Snoop Dogg is a producer on some of his son's music. And this is a collaboration between Snoop and his son. And they get to do a project together. And that's how he's viewing it. That's how his son is viewing it. And they're both highly creative and they have large networks. You know, creativity of one person is something, but when you have a large network of creative people and you're also creative, you can come up with so much more. And that's why I love this Claynation, Snoop, Champ, Medici. I think Warren G is going to be a part of it. I don't know how big a part he's going to be, but I'm super excited about that because I also love Warren G. Snoop Dogg, big fan, huge fan of Warren G. And Champ Medici, I believe, is going to bring the creativity, and we don't know what he's going to bring. I think it's going to blow our minds. So I'm super excited about that. The mint happens today for all three. I got one bakednation, so I'm super excited about that. I'm going to mint that later on today. 21 UTC for this. It was 13 UTC, 15 UTC, and 21 UTC for bakednation. And I believe you have 24 hours for each one if you are a part of it. You had to get into a raffle for bakednation. So 1,000 claynations, 500 Good Charlottes were in this raffle, and then everything else was public. I want to say it was slightly under 12,000, so maybe 11,400, something like that. Sonic Village gave 10,000 because there's 10,000 claynations. It was a 1-for-1 mint. And Good Charlotte was 94.27. And that, or something like that, because it was also a 1-for-1 mint. Now I want to talk about Claynation. So we can see number one, Pavia, of course, Space Buds, and then Claynation is 21 million. Well, that's Claynation. So if you scroll down, we have Good Charlotte at 4.3 million volume. And if you scroll down a little more, at space 33, I want to say, is Claymates at 1.3 million. So let's look at all of those together. We have 1.3 plus 4.3 plus 21 gives us 26.6 million volume for the entire collection. Claymates, Good Charlotte, and Claynation. So slightly behind Space Buds, and I think it can probably take Space Buds as an overall project fairly soon. And that will be interesting to see. But you also have the land. So right now, Claynation at 25.99 floor. That's what I was kind of predicting in my head, around 2,500-ish after the land. So as of yesterday evening UTC, that's when this website came out, and you can put in your address and see if you're eligible for any lands. Well, after that, you can see the floor dips a little bit, and that's very common. I don't think we're going to see this floor down here anymore around 1340, 1300, 1200. I think that's done. I think 2000 to 2500 is probably the best we're going to do. but that's my speculation. So I always let you guys know what I'm doing personally. So that's my speculation. 2,000, 2,500, probably going to be the floor on this one. But it makes sense that it's going to come back a little bit. I mean, if you thought it was going to go straight to the moon, I don't know what you're drinking, but I don't want any. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the floor, and then it's going to base around the floor a little bit and take off again, just like this, how it based a little bit, took off, and it was catalyst driven. So I think that catalyst is going to keep going, and we do have Clay token being dropped around June. So that's one thing to also pay attention to. Good Charlotte. Right now we have a floor around 632. I was thinking about 5,600 would be the floor for it, and then it'll base around and start to take off again. That's my speculation, of course. Like I said before, I always let you guys know what I'm doing, and that's my thoughts in my head. 5 to 600 floor, and then it can go a little bit higher because I am a speculator. That's what I do, and I'm giving my thoughts here. So that's the floor on those two. A little bit of more speculation. So if you look at Boss Cat also has land. I'm not in the project. I'm not in Boss Cat project. I was at one point, but I'm not anymore. Made some good profit. I'm happy to be out. That's fine. No reason to discuss it further. Boss Cat has 36,000 land parcels at 280 floor price. So Claynation, I think Sonic Village and Underworld are going to be priced similar to that. Bakednation is going to have its own thing because it is going to be its own thing. So you have 10,000 here, 94.27 here. That's less than 20,000, right? So what do I think? Of course, my thoughts. 36,000. You're going to have a little under 20,000. So could it run up to a 200 immediately? Maybe that's going to be the initial floor, but then 4 or 500, that I think could be the floor. So 4 or 5x I think is a normal thing. The Snoop collab, bakednation, I think that's going to be a little bit bigger because there's not going to be that much. There's going to be less than 12,000. I think it's 11,400. I probably should have looked it up before the video, but I like to do them off the cuff. I don't script my videos. That's not me. That's not what I do. I enjoy a little bit of a leeway in my thoughts and ideas for the most part. So I think bakednation, eventually in the next 6 months, I expect a 800 plus floor price. I don't know why that's hard to say, but that's what I would expect for bakednation. Let's talk about what it actually involves a little bit. Okay, so this is the clay paper. I'm going to link it in the description below. There's going to be 3 different varieties of land: small, medium, and large. They call them pitches, and I think you're going to be able to buy these with clay tokens. So all of these you can purchase with clay tokens. This talks about the sale. It's happening today. If you haven't registered, you are not in it. I talked about Claynation a little bit ago, but this is the collab. So you had 11,100 available to the public, 1,000 for Claynation, and 500 for Good Charlotte. So 1,500 plus 11,100 gives us 12,600 actually. Price is $175 to mint, and they're going to come in small, medium, and large, random variety. It's going to be the baked bundle. So it's going to have a pitch plus an animation. I'm going to read this to you real quick. A bakednation land plot represented by an NFT. Each pitch will be uniquely numbered and will have unique coordinates in the area of bakednation on the Claynation map, which will be revealed soon. Each land pitch is paired with a 1 of 3 collectible clay animation of Snoop and his son Champ. So pretty cool there. Each collectible animation acts as a key to future unlockable content of unreleased music from Champ and produced by Snoop Dogg. Holding the NFT will grant holders full shared commercial ownership. So you can do anything with that music that you have. You can sing on it, you can try to sell it, whatever you want to do, you have ownership, which is big. Other unlockable content is going to be planned and will be rewarded to holders at a later date. So there's more to come. Snoop, Champ, very smart guys. If Warren G is a part of it as well, which I think he's going to be a small part, might be a big part, might be no part at all, my speculation. I think this is going to be huge. I'm so excited for Snoop, Champ. Let's talk about the tokenomics real quick. They come out in May of 2022. I heard June. This says May. It doesn't really matter, either or. We're so close to it. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be some for staking, some for land sale bonuses. Holders are going to get some. And if you hold Claynation, Good Charlotte, I think you're going to get the most. Clay Buds, Claymate Season 1, Season 2, that's the OG Clays. Papa's Garage, Pet Store, all the spin-offs. Clay Buds, Clay Fellas, all are going to get Clay tokens. I know there's some speculation. I'm not going to talk about that stuff as far as what you hold, how much Clay. That's something for a different time. But I'm going to link all this below. If you like my price analysis, good. If not, that's fine. If you have something of your own, throw it in the description below. With that, thanks for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.